Good morning. Myself, Subramanian from Automobile Department at SNS College of Technology. Now, in this session, we are going to see about the global warming due to the automobile sections. In this global warming due to automobile sections, I specifically take about the car emissions. Personally, why you are taking for car emissions, you may ask it. So, there are more trucks and two-wheelers, cars and buses, many vehicles are there, will be having will be creating more emissions, which will cause having which will turn having a global warming itself. But nowadays, apart from the two-wheelers, we have most of our people are having owning the cars itself. So on this cars, because of this car, there are more emissions creates there. So this system endangers our health also, as well as the national security. And some impacts are there are recorded due to the high temperature and rising of the seas, and also severe flooding and droughts are already increasingly common. Here we see about the of people's vehicles are major cause of the global warming itself. Nearly we say in total trucks in totally includes cars, trucks, planes, trains, ships, and all the automobiles will produce nearly 30% more than the other sectors on global warming. Unfortunately, we see the oil related emissions may rise in the coming years as the oil industry extracts refines and unconventional oils such as tar sands and tight oil. Using less oil and avoiding unnecessary emission from the oil, we do use the real solutions. Mainly because of the emission of the automobiles, there's a, the impact is depends on the hotter condition and wetter conditions. And also in this topic, in this we see about the solutions how to prevent the global warming in outer condition as well as the wetter conditions. So climate change is here is a cause. It's causing a wide range of the impacts that will virtually affect the human health on the earth in increasingly severe ways. So mainly we see about the hotter conditions. In hot waves and climate changes, when the carbon dioxide is released to the atmosphere, it acts as a blanket and preventing the heat escaping. So this buildup of carbon dioxide leads to the one of the most obvious impacts of the climate change itself. So the temperature increases and the hotter the world. High temperatures are linked to almost of the climate changes, most severe impacts, including the more frequent and intensive heat waves, widespread of crop failures, and dramatic shifts in the animal and plant change ranges. In better conditions, you can say, so only hotter conditions we are due to the emission of the carbon dioxide, there is a problem there. But in wetter conditions, in wetter, also there's a problem, also there's a global warming in wetter conditions also. As the world warms, ice sheets and the glacier melts and the ocean water expands. This produces the sea rise level, which can disrupt the and damage the coastal communities also, and the infrastructures in virtually every sea bordering country in the world. So estimating varies, but if the emission increases, we could experience up to the 8 feet of the sea level rise by the end of the century. It is not just the coastal areas only affected, but the climate change and of the in the wetter conditions is also linked with the heavier and more frequent rainfalls, leading to a destructive inland flooding in the regions of the like in the Midwest also. So for these solutions, we see about the water solutions in the hotter and wetter conditions. Fuel efficient vehicles, cleaner fuels, and electrical cars and trucks. Finally, we see about the removal of the carbon dioxide. So the fuel efficient vehicles means what you see as the fuel efficient vehicles, we have to use less gas to travel the same distance as their less efficient counterparts. When we burn the fuel, we generate fewer emissions only. When emissions go down, the pace of the global warming also slows. And also next we see about the cleaner fuels. So cleaner fuels produces emission where they are burned sulfur. Some fuels such as those made from the cellulose biofuels can reduce the emission by 80% compared to the gasoline. And better regulations would help to prevent the gasoline be used getting it from earlier sulfur. Finally, we see about the electrical cars and trucks. So due to the use of electricity as a fuel, producing fewer emissions than the conventional counterparts. When this electricity comes from renewable sources, importantly we see if the electricity comes from the renewable sources, all electrical vehicles produce zero emission to the drive. So in this way, we reduce the carbon dioxide emission. So to remove the carbon dioxide to reach a zero emissions, we need to do more than just reduce our emissions. The easiest way is to do this by planting new forests, that's afforestation, or restoring the old ones, reforestation. Other intense land management practices can help as new technologies that suck carbon dioxide out of the air, dry air capture, or prevent it from leaving the smokestacks. And by this, I come to the end of the session, sir. And thank you for seeing this video. Thank you once again.